Hey guys, welcome to Khanvolution. My name's Khan, and right now I'm gonna be finally reacting to another RWBY World of Remnant video. Specifically RWBY Volume 2 World of Remnant 2 titled Kingdoms. Very excited for it, and I was actually gonna plan on watching the Kingdoms World of Remnant video after I reacted to another chapter of RWBY, because I think that's how it goes in the release schedule. But a lot of you guys commented that it doesn't really matter when you watch Kingdoms because it doesn't really cause any spoiler heavy material for the next couple of chapters. So I thought, you know what, I'll just watch it now and actually go by Catalyst 1391's recommendation and include all your wonderful recommendations. I think about 10 to 15 of you guys recommended that I watch the alternate version of the dance from last chapter. So I thought combine them together and watch them together in this whole video, because I think they're both 2 minutes long anyway, so 4 minutes altogether. So it doesn't really make much sense to keep them in separate videos, right? So first I'm gonna react to the World of Remnant Kingdoms video. I'm gonna talk about it for maybe a minute or two, and then I'll jump into the alternate version, so please stick around. So with that all being said, not gonna say much else. Thank you guys so much for all the recommendations and for your continuing support in the comment section. And without further ado, let's get in. RWBY World of Remnant 2 titled Kingdoms. Time for more Lord. 3, 2, 1, son. By the way, I'll leave the link for my Dust World of Remnant reaction in the description below. So if you guys haven't checked that out, you guys can go check that out.
The World of Remnant is a dangerous place, particularly for man. In the countless years that humanity has roamed the planet, civilizations have grown and fallen. But 4 have withstood the test of time: Atlas, Mistral, Vacuo, Vale. These 4 kingdoms, with the help of natural barriers and human tenacity, have proven that they have the will to survive. Each kingdom has a governing council to represent the people and their needs. Next comes the military. While most kingdoms only call on its citizens to serve when needed, others find it important to be prepared. There are still those who choose to venture outside the walls of the kingdoms. Roaming nomads and small villages are not uncommon, yet neither is their tendency to disappear overnight. Lastly, the Huntsman Academies. These institutions' sole purpose is to train the next generation of huntsmen. The next generation of defenders that will live and die to protect the lifestyle that they've become so accustomed to. Yes, the World of Remnant is indeed a dangerous place, but the 4 kingdoms stand as beacons of hope, as safe havens from the darkness that surrounds them. They are the key to mankind's survival, as long as they stand united.
Oh, dude. I just got the chills. Wow, that's an awesome ass video, dude. Oh man, and there's so much information just within that little 2-minute segment. Obviously you have, Atlas, Mistral, Vacuo, and then Vale in the middle, and then I guess Vacuo and Vale are in the same continent. So I would assume that back in the day when you didn't have airships and stuff, and people were more, it was very medieval times. I would assume that Vacuo and Vale probably have the most history since they're connected by a continent, and of course once they've established sea travel and were able to communicate with people in Atlas and people in Mistral, they had other relationships with them as well. But I'm guessing Vacuo and Vale might have the strongest, or maybe the most history, definitely, because they just physically they're able to come into contact with one another since they're in the same continent. We got information on the whole military aspect, and I guess most kingdoms, when the situation demands it, when there's a war, I guess most kingdoms call upon their civilians to fight, kind of like conscription, but I would assume that they would call upon their hunters and huntresses first before calling upon the civilians. I mean, I feel like that would be a last call kind of scenario. Like, I'm actually surprised that most kingdoms call upon their civilians as opposed to establishing a formal military, because I think Atlas has a formal military for sure. Because I think a couple of chapters ago, Weiss mentioned something like, I think the Atlas military and the education system, and I'm assuming the government also, are all like connected and in one. So I would assume that kingdom is probably the most strict in how it regulates everything. You guys can maybe mention in the, or maybe not mention in the comments, because I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, but my hypothesis maybe like Mistral or Vacchio or Vale. I think maybe because Vacchio and Vale are so close together, maybe their cultures or their military, their government, maybe they're similar, whereas Mistral and Atlas, since they're on two different continents separate from Vale and Vacchio, that perhaps they developed quite differently, and that's why, you know, Atlas has a formal military, maybe Mistral has another type of government or something like that. I don't know, but that's the way I would think of it, just from like understanding geography and like the way history develops. The thing that really, like, you know, gave me the creeps was that part where the narrator talks about like people venturing outside, a lot of people being nomads, which I assume there would be a lot of them, because, you know, it just makes sense, because in a world kind of like set up like a JRPG where, you know, you fight monsters and develop your skills, and everybody has an aura and a semblance, and you can like fight and build a party members, your own guild. I would assume since it's a very fantasy-like world, people are always venturing out. But the thing that really gave me the creeps was that, like, how the narrator said people like just disappear and nobody hears back from them ever again. I mean, that's creepy, man. Where do they all go? I don't know, man. It's crazy to think about. It's like those old school fairy tale stories, you know. I love that kind of like mystery and intrigue in that. And the final shot where, you know, the narrator's talking about, you know, these kingdoms, these four kingdoms are the beacon that light the whole world up, you know. And then suddenly, like, what happens if they're all like, all the lights go out? And it's just so creepy. I got like the shivers running down my spine. It's crazy, you know. I don't know, man. That sounds really dark, you know. What did you guys think? Leave your comments down below, and if I missed anything in the video, because I have to go back and watch it a couple of times, because I only watched it once and shared that thought with you guys. I'll watch it again and see if I can catch a couple of more stuff. All right, and if you guys think I missed anything in this initial reaction, please let me know in the comments as well. All right, now that all being said, let's go ahead and go into your guys' recommendation, which is the alternate version of the dances. In 3, 2, 1. Alternate version, Juniper dance team alternate takes. Oh, okay, so that's what this is. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh my god, what? Dude, damn, Roman, get it. Damn, Roman, goddamn, singer. Oh shit. Okay. What? No. No. Team Cardinal? This is so weird, dude. Oh man. No. Dude. Damn, look at Ooblik. Get it, Ooblik. Damn, Glenda looks so cool. It's like watching your teachers dance, but dance well, you know, so weird. Penny! Woo! Get it, Penny! Dude, Penny looks awesome on the dance floor, shit! You can program, I guess, a lot of stuff into Penny. Dude, I haven't seen Adam in forever, not since the Black trailer, dude. And freaking Junior and the two girls. I keep forgetting their names. No. What the hell? It's a mini Nevermore. Dude, the freaking Ursas and even the evolved version of the Beowulfs and the what do you call that? The Tuscarora? Or Tuscanbor. That's it. Oh my god, what was that? What the hell did I just watch? That's hilarious. I guess they used like the coding for like the movement figures for the original Team Juniper and just put the other characters on them too, but so hilarious, man. I love my favorite one out of all these has got to be the teachers one, because it's just so weird seeing your teachers like dance, but dance really well. Glinda looks sexy as hell. Ooblik was moving so nice, and freaking Professor Port, that fool drunk as hell, but his drunken dance is like, pretty good, you know what I'm saying? But hey, man, Osmond looked good too. Who knew the Wizard of Oz got the moves, bro? Oh man, thank you guys so much for recommending that. That's so fun. I did not expect that at all. Holy shit, that's good. You guys got any more videos like this that where they put like other people's skins on top of the figures that have been doing it? It'd be funny, like, if you saw maybe red, white, black, and yellow trailers, like if you actually saw, switch the character models out, and instead of Ruby being in the red trailer, it was like Weiss or Blake or Yang. Like, how cool would that would be to see like the other characters in those positions? I don't know, man. That sounds cool. Thank you guys so much for recommending that, and thank you Catalyst1391 for recommending that I watch these two videos together. It made much more sense to do so. And please leave down in the comments which one of these dances was your favorite. Please, I would really want to know. Share that, guys, down below in the comments, as well as share what you guys thought about the World of Remnant video as well, Kingdoms. And if I missed anything, please do let me know. So until the next chapter reaction, which I know you guys want the chapter reactions to come very soon, I will do my best, and look forward to that when it drops. And also I'll be releasing my anthology series of videos, which give you guys a little bit more clue as to who I am, my background culture. I'll introduce you guys to members of my own family and share our family dynamic with you in a very colorful and probably humorous kind of way. So please look forward to that videos when it airs. And until then, I'll see you guys later in the next chapter reaction. Have a wonderful day, and bye. Thanks again for watching, and if you enjoyed this reaction, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you later.